Hello everybody, I'm Eternalgamma and I'm doing a dual comm with Xroboticzombine.
Hey, what's up, everybody in the YouTube land?
So this is a very interesting match because we're playing each other, but not on purpose.
Nope.
We
Completely
actually,
freaking random.
yeah, it is random. We just decided to queue up for a 1v1. We both did, quick match, and the game loaded for me. I'm like, oh great, another PvP match, and then I look at the name and I'm like, wait, what?
Like, what the hell, man?
Oh god. So it actually ended up being really funny, and it's even funnier of the fact that we said earlier in the night if this ever happens, then we have to do a dual comm, and
Look
so
at that.
that's exactly what we're doing. Okay, so I am about 2 minutes 50 seconds into this game. It's about 20 minutes. Derek actually ends up winning due to a stupid mistake that I'll identify when it happens. But basically, I'm going for a four gate build with stalkers. End up being over here eventually. He ended up mass zealoting over into here, which little bitch with your cheese. Um, and I don't know what Derek ended up doing. I guess you could kind of call it I don't know. It's some
I was originally going for a DT build or Dark Templar if you don't know that much about StarCraft. And ended up going into kind of like a full gate build, kind of.
Yeah, it was kind of a four-gate build, except for the fact that you didn't have any proxy pylons down.
Yeah.
But basically, I was doing basic four-gate, 9 pylon, 11 gateway, 13 assimilator, that kind of stuff. And here's where my scout comes in, and this was the big mistake of the game right here. See this scout
Yep.
sitting here in the corner? See this?
At 6:12, my zealot gets done and totally mows him down.
Yep. And if I was doing better microwing, if I was actually watching this scout, as you can see the zealot kill it right now, if I was doing better microwing and actually watching my scout move in, I could have put it right here in behind his gas. There we go, proxy pylon. You know, this time that was done and I hadn't researched. Okay, I had. And boom, 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 we would have had 3 gates, and we could have had 3 stalkers come in, rape his zealot shit, and then GG.
Yeah, it would have been GG. It would have been done.
But that didn't
Except
happen.
at about 7:10, I get my second zealot, and then I get my third,
Yep, right
and
here.
then my fourth and second gateway, researching warp gate.
But the problem is you weren't researching warp gate. So let's say that I would have had the proxy pylon in behind your natural expansion's gas, where you can't see, but I'm actually
Yeah.
clicking on it right now. But if I'd have had that right before you even had all these zealots right here, I could have gone ahead and warped that put a pylon down, proxy pylon if I can talk, and then mass stalker, GG, done.
Yep, because I only had one gateway at that moment, and really not that many zealots, so they could have easily been taken down.
You had one gateway and you didn't have any warp gates. So
Yeah.
you couldn't have been mass producing stalkers or zealots, whatever you would have done to defend against that, I don't know what. But yeah, and that
Yep.
it's a
The
big
first
fail.
little poke right here, about 11 minutes, a little bit over, and I run you away.
I'm just getting to that right now. There it is. Yeah, this was just a little poke that normally if he wasn't mass producing zealots, if I hadn't let him mass produce zealots, if I could have gotten in somewhere closer, spawned in the stalkers, that would never have happened. This right here that you're seeing would have never happened because it would have been GG about 2 minutes
Yeah.
ago.
Either would my Stargate, that wouldn't have happened either. But I never actually got anything out of that.
Yeah, this just goes to show you how a bad micro on your scout, which ended up just kind of standing right here like a little tard, could have won me the game if I had microed him a little bit better. At this point, it's almost not even worth it to show you my base. I mean, at this point, I wasn't even making anything. As you can see, I'm not making probes. I didn't even have a second gas out yet, which my fault, but I wouldn't have needed it. But I ended up having to do that because, look, I didn't do what I planned to do, and now I'm mass-producing stalkers to try to counter it, but he's already mass-producing stalkers and zealots himself because he's got his warp gates down now. And there's not much else to the game besides, oh wait, I kind of try to do this a little bit more and it fails, some more. Then eventually he pushes these in and it's pretty much GG, but we'll get there soon. Should be any time now. I just kind of, my whole plan just goes to shit, and I decide, okay, why not? My minerals are down. Yep, here we go. We're doing an expand. And speaking of expansion, that's another reason why I could have had GG. Look what Derek did right here. You walled off your off your base.
I walled off my main like immediately. Couldn't get anything in or out, so I couldn't have expanded at any moment, and I easily would have been done at any point in time, except my warp gates kind of saved my ass.
Oh, my APM was better though.
That's good. That was a good thing.
I averaged 29.
Oh, there's
as opposed to your 11
you were talking about.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah. Looking at your base right now, you got forge in there. Yeah. I knew the turret because that was like the one thing I destroyed.
Yeah, because at that point you had killed all my army, and it was like, all right, whatever, GG. But
yep, here they come.
They'll be coming pretty soon on this.
Yep.
Yeah, there's that just goes to show you how in StarCraft one bad little mess up will screw you over the whole game. Like I said, and I can't iterate it enough. Instead of microing this thing into the corner and not moving it, micro him over here, put a proxy pylon down, 4-gate would have been GG, because I could have destroyed that, and that, after killing his, 2 or 3 zealots with my mass stalkers, and it would have been GG, but it didn't happen. Here's the push. Takes down my expansion, GG, game over. You have any comments you want to do before we
just one. If you're new to StarCraft like both of us are, even the smallest mistake can screw you over, seriously, and I've made plenty of them.
Yeah, and you're gonna do it. You're gonna make mistakes, and it's perfectly fine to make mistakes as long as you get in the habit of going back, watching your replays, identify where you made the mistake, and come up with a good solution. Actually, I was just watching Day 9 stream today, and he was talking about this. He said, yeah, identify your mistakes, fix them, but don't make stupid fixes.
Yeah, don't make ones that are unnecessary. Only make ones that are actually necessary to your build or your play style. Otherwise, you're boned.
Right, and it's gonna happen. You're gonna make mistakes. The whole point, excuse me, again, of StarCraft is making mistakes and learning from them, and you want to try to be on a constant incline. If not from your winning streaks, if you're not winning, that's perfectly fine at the beginning because you don't know what you're doing. It's more of just being able to, get your APM out, get your macro out. Macro is extremely important. And then, learn the builds that are easy at first for your race. What I'm doing Protoss 4-gate, that's the very, very basic build of Protoss. And it could have worked, like I said, if I hadn't messed up with my micro. Alright, so in closing, if you guys enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, do whatever. Tweet it out, show it some love. And go ahead and check out Xroboticzombine's channel too, it'll be in the description. So, I guess this is it, Derek.
Yep. And for this video on my channel, I will have Eternalgamma. I will have his stuff in my description. Subscribe to him.
All right. All right, guys. You guys have a good one, and we'll talk to you later.
Peace.